All right, guys, today we are talking glow plugs for your 2011 to current 6.7 Power Stroke. We're going to talk about some solutions that we have for them, why you need them, why you don't need them, when you need them, when you don't need them. So stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to talk glow plugs. So it's something we get a lot of calls on, something we want to go over. We sell a product called a glow plug delete, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It eliminates the factory glow plug, deletes it out, and you have a solid piece that goes in place of it and seals the cylinder off and obviously does exactly what it sounds like. We get a lot of questions of why do I need it? Do I need it? Etc. So let's talk about the basics of the glow plug in general. You have an element that sticks in the cylinder of the 6.7 and this is other engines as well, but the whole point of this is to essentially heat the air that's laying static in the cylinder. So when you go to crank it and it shoots your initial pulse of fuel in to start the engine, this is making sure that the air that's trapped in the cylinder is nice and warm because it's easier to light off. So because you have to remember we're working with a compression ignition engine, so it's relying on creating heat in that cylinder just to light the fuel off in general. So if we get the air hot, that's already there, and then we fire the fuel in, and then we're adding the compression, the piston's easier to fire off. So it's a very simple concept. Now, there are issues with this concept. So one of the problems with these engines in particular, which I can show you here, is a issue with the glow plug on extraction or just time of use. They can get stuck in the actual bore of the head and crack, come off. They can get stuck in the bore. They can fall into the actual cylinder itself and obviously cause a lot of problems because this is a hard ceramic tip on the end of this. So clearly we don't want that to happen. Now you're thinking, all right, so should everybody just delete their glow plugs? No, do not do that. So there's obviously a time and a place. It's like anything else. This is a product that is more area-based. So when I say that, I mean area-based from the point of where you live and your climate, and also performance-oriented in a manner as well. So let's talk about the performance aspect of it. With the glow plug, you have, as I stated, a ceramic center in it. And then it actually has a outer body and an electrode that goes down to the ceramic center point and an isolator in between it, which is actually a plastic. You can actually see the colored spot on this right here, this orange spot. That is actually like a plastic isolator. So obviously if you're sending power down through here, you don't want it to short out on the body, etc. So that is how it's physically made up to start with. So what happens is on a performance application where you're increasing cylinder pressure, anytime you're making more horsepower, you're increasing the pressure in the cylinder itself. So if we're increasing cylinder pressure, now we're getting to a point where we have to start worrying about the seal between the ceramic and the isolator and the body itself. And what will actually happen is over time with really high cylinder pressures, whether it be on nitrous, compound turbos, or just a single turbo that's making big power, that cylinder pressure will actually creep up through here and blow out the electrical plug off of the head itself. So that is an application where you're going to want to look into deleting the glow plug. That would be a good use for that, because if you're making a bunch of cylinder pressure, clearly you don't want to just be popping plugs off the engine or leaking off your cylinder pressure, because then you're therefore losing horsepower. So we want to contain all that. So our delete glow plug here, try to get a look at it compared to the factory one. We emulate the seat. So it has the same taper seat, it's a factory style seat, and it even fills up the void that the electrode fits in the cylinder head, so you don't just have a cavity in there. So you have a nice taper seat just like the factory glow plug, fills the cavity up, takes its place. Now, the downsides, even in a performance aspect, we'll touch on that quick. So one of the downsides, obviously, if you're deleting the glow plug and you're not getting it initially when you start the engine, is the firing off of the cylinder. So clearly, if we're deleting it, you're not getting that preheated air. It's going to be harder starting. Depending on the climate, and not necessarily is it going to be harder to start. So when these are used, the glow plugs the most is about 0 degrees and under. So you're looking at like 10 degrees, 0 degrees down to about -15. That's when you're really leaning on these glow plugs. Anything above that, these engines cycle them so quick they really don't do anything. A good example is the truck behind us. Has decompressed pistons, no glow plugs in it, and you could start this truck on a 40, 50 degree day, no problem, and it actually only has about 13-to-1 compression when the factory is around 17. So that's a good, example of starting it in a crappier scenario, because obviously with less compression, you're building less heat to fire the cylinder off. You would even want to lean on the glow plug more. So that being said, these engines will fire without glow plugs fairly easily. Now, once you start going below a certain temperature, you start having to look at the fact that, all right, we're still firing diesel fuel in a cylinder and lighting it under compression. So that being said, if it gets really cold out, you're gonna have issues. So that brings me into the climate aspect and the area that you live in. If you're super worried about having your glow plugs break off and that's a concern of yours and you want to delete them because of that, you can. But if you have really, really cold winters, know that the truck could be hard starting. So if you're seeing winters and you have, let's call it multiple months of potential 0 degree weather, probably not a good idea. But even for that customer, if you're more concerned with potential engine damage because of a tip breaking off or just the maintenance aspect of the glow plug, because these do go bad. It's an electrical element that will go out. So at some point, if you're keeping the truck for many, many years and you're running it often, these are going to go out. You're going to have to change them. It is a maintenance item. So if you don't want to have to worry about that and you really don't care about the hard start in the cold weather and you want to just rely more on the block heater, that's an option. If you want to delete these, you want to delete your glow plugs and put the kit in and rely on the block heater to warm the engine up a little bit, that's another option for you. So if you have the truck parked at the same place all the time and you have that ability to do that, that's an option. So those are the main variables. You're looking at the performance aspect of it, you're looking at a maintenance aspect of it, and potential damage aspect of it. So it's really going to be a one-to-one customer type of basis, because it's going to be dependent on what you need as the customer, and you're going to have to look at it from that perspective and all those perspectives. So is it a one-stop, fix-all kind of thing? Yes and no. The other thing too is if you have a completely stock truck and there's no tuning done to it, clearly if we're removing an electrical connection out of the deal, clearly you're gonna have a code for it. So that's the other thing. If you are deleting your glow plugs and you're not a tuned truck, or you don't have someone to take care of the code that's gonna leave, you're gonna have a check engine light on for it. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But if you have a tuned truck, or even someone just willing to take care of that issue, just because you're tuning a vehicle doesn't mean it has to be performance oriented. You could just deal with the fact of turning that off. But yeah, so that covers the basis of it. If you guys have more questions on it, feel free to call in. If you're wondering, okay, what performance level, it's another thing. It's going to be very dependent on your situation. It's very dependent on your setup. So we'd be more than happy to talk with you guys about that. If you have questions, leave them in the comments as well. We can email you back, talk on the phone, whatever it may be. If you have questions about it, we'd be more than happy to help you. So if you like this content and you want more stuff like this, even if it's older products that we have that you guys may have questions on that you want us to touch on, we'd be more than happy to do that too. So leave comments, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.